Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you just see my face for the first time, then it means that you're new here. Welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. I really appreciate you guys. And if you are new here, please press the subscribe button and join our amazing family before you click out of this video. And I know you're going to learn something before you leave. Now let's jump right into what we have for today. Guys, I understand the need to want to copy other people when they are doing things, but I feel like we should always have at the back of our minds that everybody's path is different. Everybody's journey is quite different from another person's path. And I'm dedicating this video to married couples, okay? Because a couple can be a boyfriend and girlfriend. A couple can also be people that are legally married. Now, there has been this rising case of couples encountering problems after relocating from their country of origin or their country of birth. And I feel like this relocation thing should be a means to move to a greener pasture or open up better opportunities for you. But look at yourself right now. Look at your life right now. I'm talking to you. Assess your life. If the point you are at now is worse than where you were at your home country, then I must tell you, I am sorry, but I have to tell you that you are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. Jokes aside, guys, I'm very serious. If you're not doing better than you were in your home country, then it means that you absolutely messed up and you did not plan yourself, because that can be the only thing that we can attribute your regression to. Now, as a married couple, I feel like before you even make the plan to relocate, it shouldn't be based on the fact that you saw Raymond's family do it and it worked for them. It shouldn't be because you saw the Collins family do it and it worked for them. It should be something that you and your spouse have sat down solely to plan, something that you and your spouse have sat down solely to organize and align everything. There should be, or you should have crossed all your T's and dotted all your I's before you can even think of relocating. And if for one moment you find out that there is something wrong with that plan, you need to re-strategize and plan again, because you are coming as a family. You're not coming as a single person. Single people can be exempted, because if you come as a single person and you realize that you've made a mistake, it's easier for you to organize yourself. It's easier for you to retrace your steps and know where you went wrong. And even if you have to relocate, you're just moving yourself alone, right? Even if you are stuck without cash for a particular time, you're just fending for yourself. But it's quite different when you are as a family, as a whole. So you're fending for yourself, you're fending for your dependents, which is your spouse, and which are your children. Trust me, these things are not usually funny. I heard of a story recently where a couple relocated with their kids, and the woman was working in the healthcare sector. The husband went to pick up a job as a security man. One day, collapsed at work, and at the moment, not fit to practice, not fit to work. Now, everything has automatically fallen on the wife's head in terms of responsibilities, in terms of bills and other things. Is now on the head of the wife. What would this cause? It's going to cause frustration, it's going to cause exhaustion, because she's only one person. And when your spouse is not working, people that are already in the UK know what I'm talking about. You cannot, where I'm coming from, my home country, it's easy for you to house someone for a very long period of time, for years. In fact, the person doesn't have to pay you rent, doesn't have to pay anything, just squatting with you. It's very common where I'm coming from. But here in the UK, people that know, you cannot squat someone that is not paying your rent as a part with you. There is no free meal. In fact, the person that said no food for a lazy man, I think it was here it originated from. Honestly, I'm making jokes, but I'm very serious. If you're coming here with your spouse has to be working. Now, if you don't plan yourself very well and you get here with your spouse and there is nothing that your spouse can fit into, then it becomes a major problem for you. There are different things you should plan as a spouse or as a couple. The different things you should plan as a couple. One, you should plan your expenses, the money you're going to spend, because it's going to take a lot. You're not just paying for one person, you're paying for your spouse, you're paying for how many kids you have. You might have 2 kids, 4, 5, and you want to relocate with all of them at once. So the expenses is going to cost you. Your flight, your visa, everything. If your employer is sponsoring you, then fine. If they're not sponsoring you, then that's another thing entirely. And now you have to think about where you're coming to, the accommodation you're going to stay in. Coming as a family, so you have to work towards getting a car immediately. You're going to pay light bills, water bills. I can go on and on. The bills keep coming. You're going to put your kids in school. There are a lot of things to plan. There are so many things to consider when you're coming as a family. One thing people don't really look at, because everybody's trying to just apply and just get a job and leave, because it's become so competitive and so difficult to get. So people are just applying. They're not really thinking deep and hard about the whole thing. And then you have families come and live in places like London, central London, and then when they come here, they're making money, right? But they're not seeing it, because the more money you're making, the more you are spending. So if you're coming as a family, one of the most important things you should even think about is your location. People are just desperate. They just want to come. They just want to just get the job and leave the country. Some of them are doing well-paid jobs back in their home country, but because everybody is leaving, it's like the season of, jackpot season. Everybody wants to just leave. Nobody is really thinking about the pros and the cons. They're not weighing it, which is bigger. Is it the cons that are bigger? Are the cons outweighing the pros? They're not looking at all these things. Everybody just feels like we are packing money here. Like I was on on my trip back from Turkey to London, and I met these two lovely ladies on the plane, and I was just chatting with them, and then one of them made a comment along the line and said, "Oh, we are here to pack the money that you guys are packing." And I'm like, I just laughed. I literally laughed, and I was like, okay, happy packing, right? There are so many misconceptions. Maybe we'll do that in another video, but there are so many misconceptions people have about relocating to the UK. And trust me, this video is not to discourage anybody that wants to relocate, but it's just to shed more light and give more insight to you relocating, especially as a couple. This video is for couples, and even if you're a single person and you are planning to get married very soon, you should also think about these things and weigh the pros and the cons, and know what will benefit you and what will cause you so much problems. There are many people in the UK, don't get me started. There are many people in the UK currently that are regretting their decision. There are people that have come to the UK and have said, "Oh, I wish I never made the decision to relocate. I wish I never left where I was. I was way better than I was before I came here." This couple that I painted the scenario about now, there is so much bitterness where they are. Because probably the husband might be blaming the wife, like, "Okay, you caused this, you brought us here, and now see what's going on." Before you come with your spouse as well, you should talk about not just what you are going to do, you that is the main applicant, but talk about what your spouse will do. Because I've made it very clear that you cannot survive being the sponsor to everybody in the family. It has to be support. It's in the UK that you would understand the meaning of partnership in your marriage. There is nothing like, "Oh, the man has to provide more or whatever" here. No, it's like equal. I split the bill into two. You bring your part, I bring my part, and we lock heads together and we settle our bills, because it is massive. Oh my. The taxes and other things that come with it are on a very high side. It's not something that one person can do, because where are you even getting the money from? So these are things that you need to plan. So while you are planning your own job that you're coming to do, you should also be planning what your spouse will do. Something that you guys should discuss. And trust me, the fact that Mr. A can do a particular job does not mean that Mr. B can do that same job. So you just feel like, "Oh, it's a security job, you can just do it, there's nothing." You would see a different version of a particular kind of work when you come to a particular place. Where I'm coming from, security people are looked down on. Like, no accolades are given to them. But when you come here, they are very respected. It's no job that is useless here, because some jobs that you look at as menial jobs might even pay more than your white collar job, and you would work for your money. Some people think that when all they have to do is relocate, life will be so easy. The work is oh my god, I feel like I'm talking too much, but people that are here already will understand. The work is on another plane entirely. You can just bring your skills and your expertise and come here and join more zeal into doing your work. But trust me, if you don't even come with that zeal in the first place, you're going to be very disappointed. It's going to come to you as a shock, and then you would not be able to deliver, and then you would have to now leave everything for one person or one spouse to take care of, which would end up leading to in fact, broken homes, enmity. Then you see couples that love themselves to death become a shadow of themselves, become enemies. They're not speaking to each other. This one has so many regrets. This one is blaming this one for bringing them over without appropriate planning. But all these things are things that you can actually avoid if you sit down with your spouse and plan yourself. I don't care a single person relocating, but I don't care if you have to take 1 year, okay, to plan your journey relocating. It's not too much, especially as a family. Because when you take that long to plan yourself, when you cross over or when you relocate, things will go very easy for you, because you've already anticipated everything. You've planned yourself. You know how you want to go about things. You know what you have set aside in terms of funds, in terms of plans, in terms of everything entirely. Please, couples, stop being in a haste to relocate. You see people at Ikoyi registrar, next day they're at Heathrow Airport. You see them at Ikoyi registry, the next day they're at Heathrow Airport. They just do court wedding, and the next thing they're already jumping to come to London or to the United Kingdom as a whole. Then when they get here, a series of problems, a series of regrets, a series of, oh, I wish I had stayed back, I was doing a much better job where I was. Guys, I decided to do this video today just to let you people know that there is more to relocating. Yes, I get it, greener pastures, but this greener pasture that you're seeking for can seem like a curse to you, or a thing of depression, or a source of depression for you if you do not plan yourself. And that's the gospel truth. That's as plain as it can be. That's as plain as it can sound. If you're currently planning yourself or planning your relocation with your family, I want you to take this moment, sit back, reflect, talk to your spouse, and have a checklist and know if you've crossed all the checklists, every item on your checklist. And if you haven't, take out some more time and plan yourself properly, so you don't come here and put your whole self and your family in jeopardy. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video so far, please do not forget to like, share, and press that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Please share this video to everybody, because I know many married people that are planning to relocate, because everyone is trying to relocate these days. So please share this video to as many people as you can share it to. Even your enemies can benefit from this video. Okay, you could be helping someone, you could be saving someone from a lifetime of doom and regret, all in the name of relocation, by sharing out this video. And if you have not subscribed, please press the subscribe button, join our wonderful, beautiful family here, and stay up to date with wonderful content and educational informations. Alright guys, so I'll see you in my next video. You guys just take care, stay awesome. I love you all. Mwah.